UFC 288, Sterling versus Cejudo just took place last night. And I'm going to go through the full card recap, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. Weird card, to be honest, a bit of a weird card. The judges, last night, were absolute NPCs. They were NPCs that scored the fight and arguably ruined a career in Henry Cejudo. We move on to the first fight on the card. Claudio Ribeiro versus Joseph Holmes. I don't know why I picked Joseph Holmes to win. Was looking good early on. Looking really good early on. Was piecing up Ribeiro on the feet. Not like he was piecing him up. He's outclassing him. Just doing whatever. But then Ribeiro took him down. Landed big shots. Almost got the finish at the end of round 1. And stole himself the round there. And round 2, he landed a big shot at Holmes. Dropped him badly with a knee afterwards. Put him out. Good job from Claudio Ribeiro. Joseph Holmes needs to be cut from the UFC. Don't know why I picked him. Yeah, I did terrible in this card. I made a bit of a comeback, though. But, I was 5-7. I'll do better next time, guys. We move on. Up the card, Ikram Aliskerov versus Phil Hawes. I went on like a 4-0-4 streak early on. Dude, Phil Hawes, it's his fucking chin. It's so sad, man, because Phil Hawes is really good. And he was looking really good here. And I was like, alright, Phil Hawes, I might be right on this. Because a lot of people were going to Aliskerov. And I was like, I'm going to go Phil Hawes. I think this guy's good. It's just he loses. And it's just sad, man. Gets put out cold badly by a perfect punch from Aliskerov. But it's just so sad because this guy's actually really good. But it's just his chin. That might be one too many now for Phil Hawes. That was a Delidze. He got put out cold by Delidze. Also had a fucked up leg. Now he got put out cold here. Not good at all. And then against Curtis, he got knocked out as well. Not a bad loss in Curtis, but still. Sucks to be Phil Hawes. Good for Ikram Aliskerov, but I don't see that guy going forward. Because I get Phil Hawes is decent at fighting, but Hawes was just piecing him up. Doing really well, but got caught. I don't know. Aliskerov's good, though. He called out Bo Nickel. Let's do that fight if Nickel passes Trajan Gore, which is an if. I think he wins, but still a risky fight. Gore can give him problems, but good stuff from him. We move on. Parker Porter versus Braxton Smith. This felt like a short card, to be honest with you. It felt like more so like an Apex Fight Night card, like a Salt Lake City card. No, it's not. It felt like an Apex card, but without the main event. If Muhammad Burns was the Apex main event, But good performance by Parker Porter. He looked more leaner for this fight. You can tell that right away. Good performance. Braxton Smith was beating him up, but just gasses out. And Parker Porter won. Good stuff from Parker Porter. He didn't say anything after the mic. But he won. So good stuff from Parker Porter. Saves his UFC job. Yeah, I did terrible on this card round. Apparently, you can recover well and be more leaner after a brutal KO loss a few months ago. So yeah, moving on up the card. Verna Jandiroba versus Marina Rodriguez. Verna Jandiroba's now in the top 5. Great. That's awesome for the sport. She just out-grapples Marina Rodriguez, who has no takedown defense. And now it's probably going to one more loss, and she's probably cut from the UFC. That's how it goes. That sucks for Rodriguez. Sucks for her. Sucks for Marina Rodriguez. She could have won round 3. Landing good up kicks on Verna Jandiroba, but Jandiroba just out-grapples her, so good stuff from Verna Jandiroba. We move on up the card. Chaos Williams versus Rolando Bedoya. Either way fight here. This is either way. It comes down to round 2. I think round 1's chaos, but competitive towards the ending part, but Chaos landed big shots. He rocked Bedoya at moments. Round 1 is Chaos Williams, slightly. But it's his round. Round 2, this is the part about it. Something got stuck in my throat. Round 3 is Bedoya. He was beating up Chaos all fight long. So round 3 is Chaos Williams. No, is Rolando Bedoya. Round 2, either way round. I think watching it live, Bedoya should win. Watching it back, Chaos Williams won. I think. It's close. But Chaos was landing. I don't think Bedoya did enough. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Bedoya did enough. Wild fight from both, though. Good fight, but it's either way. It's whatever you score. I gave it ever so slightly. I feel like Bedoya could win, though. I don't know. It's either way. I think Chaos. I don't know. Good one. I don't know. We move on up the card. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Devin Clark. Good performance by Kennedy Nzechukwu. I swear to God, someone with solid KO power puts him out. Because Devin Clark rocked him badly. It's just Clark. He's so one-dimensional. It's how he looks for big grappling exchanges. He's kind of a cardio-based fighter. Or he tries knocking you out. And he almost put away Nzechukwu, but Nzechukwu came back, beat up Clark with shots. Should have went to the body. It's that heavyweight IQ, I guess. But Nzechukwu won. Landed big shots. Nzechukwu's good. I don't get how Dalton Young KO'd him. But Nzechukwu did get cracked. So, yeah. I want to see Nzechukwu against... Because remember, he has a win over Carlos Ulberg. He beat Carlos Ulberg. Remember, and Ulberg's looking great now. Beat Nikolai but fuck, Nzechukwu lost to Ngamrianu though, even though he should have won. It's still that's the confusing part. But good performance by Kennedy Nzechukwu. He won. Good performance. Got a standing guillotine. Great performance from him. And rip his mom. We move on. Up the card. Matt Favola versus Drew Dober. The Chad Chin went down. I bet if he faces... Let's do Drew Dober versus a rebound fight in Michael Johnson. No, I'm kidding. But Pavlovich wasn't happy. No, I'm kidding. Let's get into the fight for real. Drew Dober lost and got KO'd. Unfortunate for Drew Dober. Matt Favola won. Great performance by Matt Favola. Yeah, good performance. Matt Favola called out Paddy Pimblett. Drew Dober was number 14, so I think he's gonna get ranked. Matt Favola, and he beat Otman Azaitar, Gennaro Valdez. He put everyone out in round 1. I think he KOs Paddy rightfully easily. Because Favola has good takedown defense, and Pimblett doesn't have the power to KO him. If Drew Dober is going down and you're KOing him, and it was a bit of a weird stoppage, but Favola was going to put him out afterwards. But was he gonna, though? I'm not going to include the mean part about it here. But Dober, he has a chin. And I feel like that chin wouldn't have been KO'd. But yeah, good performance by Matt Favola, though. He called out, he was like, steamroller afterwards, which was decent. Good performance by him, though. Let's do him versus Pimblett on when Sterling fight. Maybe put him on a Sterling card again. Put him on the main card this time, though. Sterling versus O'Malley card in August. Let's do it. We move on. Up the card to the main card. I don't know why I picked Kron Gracie to win. Why did I pick Kron Gracie to win? Charles Jourdain Jourdain, because UFC calls him that, but I don't get what the fuck his name is. Charles, let's call him Charles, versus Kron Gracie. Let's call him Charles Jourdain, though. Good win from Charles Jourdain. He just outlanded Kron Gracie every round. Stayed tucked up where Kron could have run an armbar. Yeah, good performance by Charles Jourdain. And was just better overall every single round. Kron Gracie, why did I pick him? Because Jourdain fucking has a bit of a shit ground game. He's good offensively, but defensively, like, he can't be taken down and he gives up stuff. So I picked Kron Gracie to win. I got it wrong. Good performance by Jourdain. He could have gotten a finish, but I think he was just hesitant. Kron. It's just jiu-jitsu guys aren't good anymore. That was a bit of a reality check. And Kron acted all tough this week. Acted all tough. Press conference. Yeah, he acted all tough. And he lost. And got picked apart every single round. Good performance by Charles Jourdain. Kron Gracie is pathetic. Yeah. Yeah. Good performance. We move on. I'm zoning out right now. We move on up the card. Movsar Evloev versus Diego Lopez. Lopez showed up. Stepped in for Bryce Mitchell. He showed up. Alright. Good performance by Diego Lopez. He lost the fight. Round 3's close, but Evloev won it. I rewatched it. Evloev won round 3. He won on the feet early on. I know Lopez had the sub attempts. He won round 1, Lopez. Round 2 was Evloev pretty clearly. Round 3 was Lopez. Evloev landing hard ground and pound shots, by the way. Could have KO'd Lopez. Finishable shots. Lopez stayed in there. I think Lopez could be a threat. Like, I think... listen. I think Lopez... could, like... I think he's, like, around outside the rankings area. If he had a full camp, he probably beats Evloev. But then again, he probably wouldn't have been as urgent. If he had a full camp. But yeah, Lopez showed up, giving 30-27 Evloev. He's criminal as fuck. Because Lopez clearly won round 1. Evloev was landing, but Lopez rocked him in the beginning as well. And if he was more like calm and didn't rush forward, he probably KOs Evloev. That could happen. But Evloev won 29-28, not 30-27. Derek Clearly probably scored that for him. Fuck Derek Clearly, the bitch. Man, fuck him. I wish I could say it to his face. What is he gonna do? Probably an old man. Say it to his face, like, fuck, you're a shit judge. Fuck him. We move on. Up the card. Good win from Evloev. He won. And won round 3, was just landing too much ground pound, and Lopez had good sub attempts in the fight as well. We move on. Yan Xiaonan, Jessica Andrade. Good performance by Yan Xiaonan. I picked her to win by decision, but good win. I think she deserves a title shot now. Who she lost to Yan Xiaonan. She's a good fighter. 2-fight win streak is what it wrote. Should have won against Marina Rodriguez, so I'm just going to count that as a win for her. And Esparza, she's improved since. And Esparza's the number 1 contender. You know? Was just a former champion. Recent champion. You know? So, give her a title shot against Yang. And do Amanda Lemos versus Rose Namajunas for a title shot. Winner will get a title shot. Yeah, I think that's what they should do. Do Rose versus Lemos, I think. And then you do, let's see the rankings right now. Good win from Yan Xiaonan. Andrade was just rushing in all fight long. She was rushing in. Left hook, then got caught. Verdum versus Miocic style. But, well, who's the rankings right now? Namajunas, Esparza, Namajunas, Yan Xiaonan. I guess Jandaroba is now there. Fucking Jandaroba. Oh, fuck you. I guess Jandaroba can face the winner of Dern Hill. And then Yan Jianan. Yeah, do Nami Yunus versus Lemos. And Esparza, I think she's having a baby right now, so I think she's inactive. So yeah, do Zhang versus Yan Jianan in China is what I think they should do. That'd be great. I think they should do that with a good undercard of Li Jingliang versus someone. Maybe Chiesa. Wouldn't mind that. Chiesa versus Jingliang. Rebook it in China. Get Chiesa fight in the meantime. Then sometime in July, August, September, October, you do Yan Jianan versus Weili Zhang. And I think they should do next. We move on up the card to the co-main event. I don't know why I looked up Seattle. I think the UFC is going back there. Bilal Muhammad versus Gilbert Burns. Bilal won, and it's just sad that he won because Burns is such a nice guy. You just want to see him succeed. I mean, if you want Bilal to succeed, fuck Bilal, man. He beat Burns because Burns broke his arm. Went for a takedown. I don't know why did Burns shoot? He should have faked it a little bit. I don't know why he actually went for a takedown. Kind of his own fault there, but Bilal wins because of it. And Bilal, I know he won round one slightly, but it's just he's now going to get a title shot versus the winner of Leon versus Colby, which is annoying. But good stuff from Bilal. He won 5-0. At best, it's 3-2 for Bilal. At best, it's 3. Honestly, it could be 3-2 Bilal. If you think about it. Burns can win round 2 and 5. But, yeah. Good stuff from Bilal Muhammad. Yeah. 3-2 at best for Burns. For Bilal. 3-2 Bilal at best for Burns. But, yeah, good performance by Bilal Muhammad. He'll take on the winner of Edwards versus Covington. And I guess Burns can face the loser of Edwards Covington. So yeah, we move on up the card to the main event. Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo. Good fight between both of them. I made a full fight reaction to this. You can check it on the channel. Bilal won. Not Bilal. Why am I talking about Bilal? I'm just zoning out right now because I have to make these videos. But Sterling won. Good performance by Aljamain Sterling. He wins. Yeah, good win. Cejudo, yeah, it's just, yeah, I think Sterling won, to be honest with you. I said that already, but decent fight between both of them. Sterling should face O'Malley next. I think that's pretty simple to do. And then pretty self-explanatory to do. They were both in the cage. Whenever an opponent's in the cage, it's just the fight's official from there. Let's be real. You know? So do Sterling versus O'Malley. And do Henry Cejudo versus Max Holloway. Because Holloway's in the pound-for-pound list. Cejudo will want that. You know? It's not going to be Marab or someone else like that. So do Cejudo Holloway. There's no one else coming up. If Topuria beats Emmett, he needs one more, at least. 2 more, arguably, but 1 more. So he can't get it. And Allen just lost. So yeah. And if Cejudo beats Holloway, give him a title shot. And it's not like Cejudo's done. It's like he just got destroyed. He lost a close decision to Sterling, where he, in some people's eyes, could have won. So yeah, good stuff from both guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Full card recap. Yeah, peace.